Well, one of the big differences is what was, you know, Guitar Center has a guy who's a really good musician working for them, Joey Brasler, who I've known for many years. So I got to work with Joey from ground zero of this one and get his thoughts. I love all the fresh stuff, and you know, and I think we're on the cusp of it. I just think it's really just getting started with what some younger people are going to do with technology and the blues. I haven't quite heard like what I think is the ultimate path that people are going to go down, but I know it's there because I know the music is susceptible to letting that happen to it, because it's a simple music that can be manipulated and still maintain its character. So taking that into consideration was sort of what we decided to do in creating the new tracks. And also, after seeing this, I really broadened my search for the tracks, because I knew some things that had been on there I was going to redo, and some things that we hadn't done before, which we had talked about. And so in broadening the search, came up with some other stuff that I for whatever reason just didn't enter into that world. I think the first time it was just a little bit tighter, or maybe I was a little bit tighter in thinking, okay, I got to give these guys this in my little box of the blues, you know, and we've broadened it out more. And I've been not a lot more conscious, but very conscious of tempos, keys, and really guitar-friendly stuff, because working with Joey's a guitar player, so the both of us were like, this has got to be just flat-out fun to play guitar to. So everything we did it had to have that flow, or we weren't going to do it. And at the same time, I created some different chord changes that don't affect the soloist, but really lend a few different colors that when you're playing it, it's going to broaden out what they're going to be able to hear and do and where they're going to want to go. Well, there's, in a fresher way, there's like this, there's a certain scene that's a very old scene that's become a new scene because of discovery in Mississippi, basically around Oxford, Mississippi, Fat Possum, and that's R.L. Burnside and T. Model Ford. And there was I guess a college student down there that sort of, I don't know if I don't want to say he discovered these guys, but he went out and started recording them in his living room, and they sort of created a thing. Fat Possum is a record label, and so there's this hill country music from Mississippi that was never really exploited as part of the Chicago blues, the Texas blues, the Memphis blues, you know, this kind of world that we've been, you know, accustomed to looking at for blues. And so we've kind of delved into that. Now usually that stuff is kind of one chord foot stomp, but I had to, and usually there's no bass, so I've broadened it out a little bit, but basically those grooves, which is not a classic shuffle, it's a complete different thing. It's kind of a juke joint dance beat that we have. The other thing is kind of another much more funkier rock beat, funky rock beat that also is used in the blues that we didn't have the last time. That's really fun to play to. And again, it's all guitar friendly, so you know, the guitar player, it's sort of like you're going to just be able to do what you do, but I'm going to be moving stuff around behind you, and by doing that, it's going to change your intensity, and it's going to change your kind of sonic thoughts about how you're going to play, but it's still all inside the blues box. And that's what I'm really excited about the new tracks.